If you don't write checks, how do you pay these guys?
Straight cash, homie.
Hey, welcome to the Straight Cash Homie channel. I am your boy, the Big Bad Booty Daddy, and today I'm going to quickly show you how to do a lower third in Motion 5.
Because the nighttime is prime time for the Big Bad Booty Daddy.
So anyways, again, this is a quick, simple tutorial. I'll try to go really quick. So this is the lower third we're going to work on. Nice. All right, let's get started. File, new. Pick the Final Cut title. You can also create a generator, but it's all good. Let's stick to title. Open. All right, laptop's working really hard. By default, there's a group folder already there. Uncheck it. Let's create a new group. And here I'm going to create a background, which you're not going to carry over to Final Cut later on, so just be cognizant of that. You will only use this as a reference point more than anything. So right now we're going to put this low. All right. Shift Z is a good friend of yours.
You're my best friend. You're my best friend.
Put that right there. All right. So we're done with the background for now. New group. I see a lot of guys on YouTube, they name their groups, and so do I, but I'm not going to go over that. I'm just going to keep on going. First things first, let's create the rectangle. Boom.
Later, he gets the rebound, passes it to the man, shoots it, and boom goes the dynamite.
All right, we're done with the first one.
But wait, there's more.
Square / rectangle. We're going to do Bezier. And it's right here. Boom, 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 and boom. Yep. How about that? Now, this is big. Go into the inspector. And since it's white on white, you really don't see the top layer versus the bottom layer, the rectangle and the Bezier. This is one of your best friends right here, the color / gradient mode.
You're my best friend. You're my best friend.
Here it works. I'm going to move the Bezier just so I can even it out. It works. That's the color that we're kind of shooting for. You can go just a tad darker. Just a tad darker. Yep, right there. So a couple ways we can create the next one is duplicate this or do a Bezier. And I'm going to stick with Bezier because if I have to duplicate it, it would probably look identical. And the bottom Bezier, see, it looks like it's longer. It's a different shape. So that right there, roughly there. Boom. Guys, I know it looks like shit right now, but you have to trust me on that. All right, let's bring it up just a tad. Same thing, go into the color gradient. And from what I recall, it was black and red. Mr. Black.
I've turned things over to my bestest buddy in the whole wide world,
Mr. Black.
Yeah, that looks solid. That looks solid. All right. We're getting there. Now the next thing is the globe. New group. I know, guys, I know there's shortcuts, but this is for beginners, so I'm going to bypass the shortcuts. You're not in this class or tutorial to learn shortcuts. That's not my job. I'm not here to show you where all the shortcuts are. All right, new group. This one is in the library or library. If you go into content, library, content, type in Earth.
Welcome to Earth.
I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to hold shift, drop it right here, and maybe just a tad smaller because the bottom part is getting cut off. So roughly, I'll make it just a tad smaller. Right there. Do you guys see the problem with this? White, black, white, black. I have to make it darker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a filter to this. I'm going to go into color correction and hue and saturation. You can jack up the saturation, but nothing will really happen. See that? Nothing. But just to get back, Command Z, one of your best friends.
Did we just become best friends? Yup!
There you go. There you go. The globe is moving in one spot, and I know it still looks like shit. So what are we missing? Oh, the sea, the ocean. So what you have to create is, let's go to a new group again. Let's create a circle. Right there. Let's go back to our old friend, Gradient. And you know what? That looks pretty damn close. I'm going to go to my arrow and drag it. Now we're running into a problem here because it is the top layer. So we have to take the group and drop it underneath the earth. So 4 went underneath 3. And that's pretty damn close. Damn. Pretty good at this. Look at that. I can see the top right here doesn't match, but it's close enough. It's close enough. Now, what else are we missing? Oh, another ring. For lower thirds, I recommend creating depth. In creating depth, you create a little bit more of substance, and it's what we call better eye candy. It just looks better on TV. You never want to really make it look flat and public accessy. I don't know if that's a word. And by the way, shout out to my boys in PA. Love those guys.
And now it's time for my turn.
And so we're going to add that ring. See it right there? All right, so what you have to do is go into Library, search in Shapes. And in Shapes, you'll find this gray ball right there. Boom. But you know what? Command Z, undo. Create another group. Remember, Command Z is your best friend. So, right there. And I'm holding Shift while I'm making it bigger.
That's what she said.
And obviously, the problem is it's on top of the Earth and the other circle, the blue one. So it needs to go all the way between 4 and 2 group. And the outline, the ring is just too small. So roughly right there. That looks half decent. It's not identical. All right, so my next move is to go back to group 2 where I have all these rectangles and change the background rectangle because it looks like crap. So here you go. This is where you have to go into the inspector, and what a surprise, instead of color, change to gradient. Now it looks like crap. The one I have here is black and gray. So we'll go with black. And then here we'll go with gray. Right there, that's a good one. See the problem we have? It still looks like 2 Beziers on a block. So in order to make this happen, and this is a big Motion 5 rule right here, or a tip, I highly recommend this. Create a tab here. The top part where the white strip, that's opacity. The bottom is color. So we're going to deal with opacity now. And once you created that tab, I'm going to make it disappear. See, opacity is grayed out, but once I create one, boom, it comes back. Go to the left one and take the opacity all the way down to 0. Now you have this ramp look. You see that? You still have the edge, which I'm not a fan of, but at least that's a start. So what you're going to do is go to the X and Y axis for the start. And this is more a trial and error. I have the numbers, or have them somewhere, but I'm just going to take the 0 on the X and go up and down. Actually, I'm going to go up to about 150. That looks good. And on the Y-axis, I'm going to push it further out on the Y. I don't know if you guys can notice that. That's right there. That's about good. As long as I don't see that edge, and I don't. I might have gone too far, but it's still nice. It's still nice. So, not bad. Not bad at all. Looking good. Looking good. All right. So, what else? What else are we missing? New group. Text. Obviously, we're missing the text. So I'm going to put Big Bad Booty Daddy.
Because the last streak that I had with one of my freaks for 30 days and 30 nights was 4 years ago. And she still calls me 3 times a day. And her nickname for me is the Big Bad Booty Daddy.
But what you need to do, or what I recommend, is you go into Drop Shadow right here, and this is going to create a little bit of depth. And that's what we're looking for right here. Big Bad Booty Daddy. Go back to Format. And size, I would say make it 55. Yep, that still stays in parameters. Let's duplicate this. And take the copy. Obviously, this has to be a tad different because it's the title. We'll change it to 45 for size. And we'll go ultra light italic on this one. And put straight cash. And straight, I'm sorry guys, cash homie. Now this is all good. First frame, it just appears. You could do this in Final Cut, make changes once you publish. But right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a behavior which is text basic blur in for both. So blur in. And then basic blurring. So now I have this lower third. Let me move that. So with this, you know, I could always add masks to it, make it pop, come out of, you know, left or right, add behaviors such as moves and motion paths. That's further down the line. This is strictly for amateur hour and for beginners to have a basic understanding how they can make lower third really fast. But just to give you a heads up on the masks, so for example, group 2 has all the rectangles, and let's just say this is for future references. Boom, that's my mask. And when you think of mask, think of opposites. So, you know, I would start here and the mask would come up. And just to quickly show you that chord. Don't pay attention to the text. So later down the line, you can have something like that. Obviously, you would move the text, so it would pop up just a tad further. All right, so this, yep, that's something for maybe round 2. I might create a second part to this. This is your boy Big Bad Booty Daddy signing off for the Straight Cash Homie channel.
Check the chocolate!